Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Peter and welcome to Tribe Theory Spotlight Bali Edition. I have a very special guest with me today. This is Yadhaven. Yadhaven is Tribe Theory's head chef. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you.
So Yadhaven, we have some beers in front of us and I think we initially connected 3 months ago here in Bali over some beers. And the story behind that was also the fact that you started off not in the culinary world, but in the cocktail world. Is that correct?
That's right. I started off as a bartender, mixologist, moved on to a bar manager, and then got my, I always had a huge love for food. I had a great mentor years back and I learned a lot from him. So I thought I should put that into good use, and it actually came up to really good use.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm loving it as I go every day over here.
And so you have started off from the cocktail side, moved on to the restaurant side, and now how many restaurants do you run or own?
So in all, so we have opened almost about 7 restaurants.
Wow.
And bars, so all around Asia. And now we're excited to open one more here, and it's coming into place.
Yeah, and so how did you get involved with Tribe Theory? I mean, you have 7 restaurants, you're pretty well known in the food and beverage culinary scene. What attracted you to Tribe Theory to start this venture for you?
So a year and a half ago, I met Vikram and CK when they opened Tribe Theory Singapore, and we were doing our pop-up just across Tribe Theory Singapore. So, they're just across the street. We're doing a pop-up. So a pop-up basically means we just do a couple of dishes, couple of drinks, and we build a community, get the community to know that we're gonna have something big coming on. On that route, I actually met Vikram across the road, and we shared a lot of common things together, like hospitality, building a community, connecting people, which I was really inspired upon. So 2 months down the road, our pop-up was done, and we were moving to our actual location, Keong Saik Road, which was not too far away from Tribe Theory. It was about 200-300 meters away. And then, yeah, the restaurant's running amazing after a year, of all the footwork that we put in, and now it's like, sustainably running by itself, lucratively, making money, which is amazing. People are happy. So I thought I should take a break. So after a year of running the guild behind the F&B scene, I took a walk down again. I met Vikram a year down the road at Tribe Theory, and he was like, "Hey, what are you doing the next couple of days?" I was like, "I don't know. I just have I have 5 days leave. I don't know." He's like, "You want to go check out Bali?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So I came to Bali with him, and I was like, "Wow, this is awesome." And it's like, hey, we should do something together in Bali, and here we are.
Yeah, and there's been several iterations of the menu. Later on in this interview, stick around, we will introduce some of the many options that we have here in Tribe Theory. But going back to your restaurants, are all the restaurants similar themed, or they're quite different?
They're all different themes, they're all different styles, they all have different concepts in them, but they all remain the same pillars, I would say, which really is very necessary in the F&B industry. So there's a few things. I think one of the biggest things is really working with local ingredients. One of the biggest things that we realize is supporting local farmers or local fishermen, so just local ingredients makes a lot of difference. And then if you try to really turn those local ingredients, catering to a lot of different kind of expat flavors, makes a lot of achievements out of it because it's very unique. Secondly, of course, really understanding the environment, making sure we don't waste so much. We're always trying to use either off-cuts, or we try to actually use the whole vegetable or the fruit or any part of the animal. Makes a lot of difference because we're not throwing away a lot of meat, and this affects our ecosystem. So basically, really, being sensitive about what the ecosystem, or how the ecosystem is taken care of. So this is one of the other pillars, and a few other things which are common, but one of the biggest things I think really in this industry that makes a difference is hospitality. Because a lot of restaurants forget that. Reason being because they're very engrossed of making really good food or really good beverage. But hospitality, at the end of the day, good old-fashioned hospitality, nothing about saying how fast your service is, but really how much warmth you can put there, how much genuinity there is in service is the biggest aspect that really could either make or break this F&B business. So
And I can agree more than that, because as a tenant of Tribe Theory 3 months ago, before I worked with Tribe Theory, I immediately felt like I was home. And even not just outside of Bali, but when I had the opportunity to visit Tribe Theory in Singapore, everybody was very welcoming and wanted to introduce themselves and get to know you as a person. So speaking of hospitality, this is felt not only through the food and beverage that is provided, but through the entire hospitality service of, coming in, checking in, everybody knowing your name and just wanting to get to know you as a person. So it really adds to the culture.
it does. I mean, hospitality works in every aspect or every industry. I mean, I thought it was only the F&B industry because everyone talked about, oh, it's not how good your food is. That's secondary, of course. It's not how good your drink is. You're not selling things to them. You're just giving them a huge experience. So with Tribe Theory all around the world, if everyone can put that experience of hospitality in that aspect, I think Tribe Theory, it's home for everyone at the end of the day.
I agree, and I came back 3 months after, and the first thing I said is, I'm back home, So can people expect, who have never been to Bali, to expect you to branch out to the other Tribe Theories and expand out their food and beverage menu as well?
Oh, definitely. I think this will be a really, really good opportunity. Starting off with Bali is really amazing because the culture is so diverse, the people are really nice. And also we're not really into in the city, we're actually away from the city. So that really brings us back to the cultural aspect of Bali, which it's the one of the most important things. So if there was an opportunity, or soon there will be, hopefully, to move to places like the other places in Tribe, which is like Yangon or India, I think really building that concept through the local culture would be very interesting.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much for your time, and I can't wait to try some of the food. Hey, what's up, everyone? We're back with Yadhaven. Yadhaven has cooked up a little miniature storm for us. Yadhaven, could you tell us what you've made for us?
So we made 3 dishes from the menu today. Basically, this is for breakfast, so this is called the breakfast burger. And then we have a local dish from Sumatra. It's called the rendang. We call it hashtag rendang team. And then also we have the absolute chicken wings over there. So yeah, 3 awesome dishes.
Yeah, and obviously these are not representative of the entire menu. This is just a sample from all of the offerings that Tribe Theory has.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait to dig into all of them. Let me, I guess, try the breakfast burger first. Okay, wow, it's quite a hefty burger. I'm actually not used to eating a burger that doesn't have meat, so I'm really excited to try this.
You need a napkin, my friend.
Yeah, you definitely need a napkin for that. But it's super crunchy. It has the hash. Well, you tell us what's in here.
So basically, this is everything that you're gonna have for breakfast. So basically, you got hash browns in there, you got good old scrambled eggs in there, you got a nice chopped up lettuce in there, mayonnaise, nice cheddar cheese in there. So the whole point of this burger is basically having all that components that you want to have in breakfast on your plate in one size of your palm. And there's a really interesting story behind the bun. So basically, what I did was I was going around Bali or Canggu, this vicinity area, trying to look for the right brioche bun. I think one of the most important aspects of a burger, besides the patty, is the bun. The bun makes a lot of difference, right?
It is a really good bun for sure.
And then so I was going around Bali, I was trying to look for a bun, and everywhere you have all this really upscale bakeries who goes like, oh, this is what we do and this is our bun. And I need more flavor in this bun, I need more heart and soul in this bun. So what we did, so I was just scooting around like at the back areas of Badung, and then I just through the party fields, and then I just come up to these tiny houses, and I saw this place called Laundry. I just go past it and go like, wow, you see 1950 gym equipment, and I'm like, hey, I smell bread. So I just make a U-turn, go in that place, and I realized it was a conventional bakery. Well, they just made loaves, like just regular loaves. And I was
So let me get that correct. It's a place called Laundry.
Yeah.
It has a gym,
Yeah.
and yet it sells baked goods.
it has gym equipment that looks like from like 1950s. It was rusty as wood. So.
Okay.
And basically, yeah, I smelled bread, and I went in, and it was a conventional baker, and I was like, hey, what kind of bread do you use? Oh, we do loaves, and I'm like, if I teach you how to make brioche and baguettes and sourdough, would you make it for me? He's like, yeah.
So you had to teach him.
Yeah, we work together basically. I mean, he's the expert in flour and dough, and then I'm like, this is the flavors that we want. So basically, we would kind of like work together for 3 days, had a lot of fun in there, and then here we go. This guy is making our brioche bun now.
Wow.
The beauty of the locals. You just gotta dig deep.
Yeah, for sure. And from my perspective, like I said, I usually want some sort of meat in my breakfast burgers, but this does the whole trick for me. It's quite savory. It has a great crunch through the hash browns. It has even some vegetables, so it's good for roughage. And of course, the brioche bun is excellent. So that's the breakfast burger, and let's move on to the rendang.
So the rendang, yeah, here we go. This is the rendang. So the rendang is basically a dish from central Indonesia, Sumatra actually. Actually a bit up like to Medan. So basically what rendang means to actually put something in water and let it just brine there for a very long period of time. So they used to do this before Hari Raya. Grandmothers used to do this with beef. Basically, the paste itself consists of a lot of lemongrass, a lot of cardamoms, a lot of cinnamon, a lot of coriander, and then you make that paste with coconut milk and they let it simmer or slow cook beef for almost 24 hours till the beef like falls apart. But you know, over here in Canggu, we have a lot of vegans and vegetarians,
Correct,
right?
yeah.
So we still want that flavor of the rendang, but we want to give them an option to actually try these flavors. So hence we make this with French beans, carrots, zucchinis, and we just finish it off with the famous fermented soybeans.
Okay.
And then good old rice like that.
I can't wait to dig into this.
Go for it.
All right. So I should have some of this. Wow. Let me have some beer.
Being a vegetarian, at the end of the day, you still want them proteins in your meal. So.
Absolutely. So I'm a good old American and I love my meat, and really surprising to me is the fact that it really does have that beef taste without any of that beef. Well, it really surprised me. I actually had your beef rundown.
Yeah.
You know, the last time I was here, and it tastes just like it. So it's really delicious, packed full of flavor.
Flavor, yeah.
Yeah, and I can't believe it's vegan. So it's excellent. You should probably call it that. I can't believe it's vegan.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Can't believe he's vegan. All right.
That's
All right.
delightful.
All right.
So let's move on to an appetizer.
All right. Last but not least, you know, sometimes we just want a lot of comfort food in our life, or you know, you just want that good old, like I just want to get a bite of something and just feel like, this is hope somehow, right?
Yeah.
So I would say, what's wrong with making a really good chicken wing and fries? Like you could have chicken wings fried with beer, chicken wing fried with wine, chicken wing fried with anywhere you want to do it. Just go chicken wing and fries. So at the end of the day, I believe the sauce is secondary. Of course, it's important, but good old chicken wing is really about tenderizing the meat, right? So what we do, we take chicken wings, we marinate them for the whole night with like lemongrass, ginger, turmeric, shallots, and garlic. Leave them there to get really nice and tenderized. The next day, we put them in a batter. So basically, the batter consists of wheat flour, salt, pepper, paprika, cumin, and coriander powder inside. We batter them with a bit of egg yolk, and then we just fry them in. And then here you go.
Try it.
Enjoy.
I'm a big fan of chicken wings, so let's see.
Chicken wing, they gotta be crispy on the outside,
Yep.
just nice and juicy on the inside.
Yep, if you guys can see it, you know, it's quite juicy on the inside and it's got a great crunch when you first bite into it. You can definitely taste the subtle spices as you mentioned.
Yep.
But this is a fantastic chicken wing, and this is great with obviously beer.
Beer. Yeah, do beer.
But this is a great appetizer for whenever if you're coming out here to Bali to have a party or just hungry in the middle of the night. It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for cooking this up. And for those who are wondering how can we have this at home, if you have haven't had the chance to come out to Tribe Theory Bali, we will actually list out the ingredients and the recipes below so you can try it at home.
Done deal.
All right.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much, Yadhaven.
Thank you.
For those back home, if you guys are interested to know more about Tribe Theory and learn about the type of people that come here as well as the type of people that work here, please subscribe to Tribe Theory Media on youtube.com. Take care.
Thank you.